am Andrei Pushkarev, solo vibraphonist, composer, arranger. A person who has been living in airports, hotels, dressing rooms, concert halls, and recording studios for many years. Most people around me are genuinely surprised by a lifestyle that they think is not quite normal. But I couldn't have it any other way. For me, creating new works, projects, practicing, rehearsing, performing, recording, masterclasses, workshops is the way I live my life. You know, there has always been music in my house since my early childhood. Opera, symphony, jazz, rock, everything. I had no choice but to become a professional musician. But seriously, it might sound a bit exaggerated, but music is my life. Especially in the last few years, I have realized very clearly that making music by myself and with my fellow musicians is the greatest happiness I could ever have. It was in 2013 when I was on the jury of percussion competition in Italy. There was also an exhibition of instruments from different brands. That was the first time I saw a Majestic vibraphone. As a vibraphonist, of course, I was very interested in the new instrument. After trying to make some sounds, I was stuck at it for an hour and a half. Then I shared my impression with my dear colleague, who was watching the whole thing. He said, "If you like it, I can try something." Then he made a phone call and said the words I remember to this day. "If you want Arthur Rubinstein on the vibraphone, he is standing next to me and his name is Andrei Pushkarev." And then he handed me the phone. That's how my romance with Majestic began. I am particularly impressed by the vibraphone's voluminous, deep mellow timbre with its many shades and dimensions. It gives me the ability to express whatever I imagine, all the emotions and moods I want to translate into sounds. The Majestic also stands out for its excellent mechanics. For example, I find the shape and structure of the damper much more comfortable than many other brands. I started my musical education as a pianist. At the age of 15, I met my future professor Alexander Blinov. Very quickly, I became a xylophone virtuoso and did not understand his desire to teach me to play with 4 mallets vibraphone grip. Why? Then he gave me a record, Gary Burton Quartet, real life hits. From the first notes of this album, I was literally obsessed, and the vibraphone became my main instrument. I listened to everything I could get my hands on, and I still can't stop. I guess it's love. I don't have any special rituals. I know some people go on stage with their right foot or left foot, wear some amulets under their concert clothes, and so on. I don't have anything like that. But I do have one strange thing. If someone touches my mothers before my performance, it makes me very angry, extremely angry. I cannot even explain why. Also, I talk a lot with vibraphone. I always greet it, say goodbye when I leave, and I make sure to thank it for a good concert. After all, it's the result of our joint creativity. You know, a stage performance is always emotionally solemn, especially before important events. But I have no stage fright. When I go on stage, I prepare myself as follows. Dear audience, I want to share with you beautiful moments of music. I want to introduce you to my instrument, the vibraphone. which many of you will be seeing and hearing for the first time. And I will do my best to make you love it and remember it. I have shared the stage with world-class artists such as Gideon Kremer, Yo-Yo Ma, Marta Argerich, Julius Berger, Didier Lockwood, Luca de Barg, and many others. Every concert with partners of this caliber is unique, and every performance will be remembered for the rest of my life. But I will also never forget the concert that my grad percussion duo partner Pavel Belyaev and I played for children in Italy. After the concert, we gave the children some mallets and let them try to play the Majestic Vibraphone. One little boy came up to his mother, hugged her, and said, "Mom, I want to play vibraphone." Who knows? Maybe in a few years he and I will meet somewhere at a festival or even the same stage. Never give up when things go wrong. You cannot imagine how many times in the very beginning of my professional development I wanted to give up and do something else. How hard it was to literally break myself by forcing to do things when nothing was working and everything was falling apart. Remember that every hour of practice improves your mastery of the instrument. Even if you don't see it right away, the result will be there. Love music. All kinds of music, whatever you like. Listen to music, make music, and love what you do. That is happiness. In fact, I want to do a lot of things. There are concert tours with great musicians and orchestras, chamber projects with Pavel Belyaev and our grad percussion duo, a trio project, Light and Passion, with Pavel and the wonderful cellist Tatiana Rediko. I also create a very special program with my son, Andrei Pushkarev, a fantastic pianist and very sensitive musician. And of course, my solo recitals all over the world, all with the beautiful Majestic instruments. I'm very proud that my playing is already inspiring modern composers to write for the vibraphone. Of course, I will continue to compose myself. My goal is to do everything I can to make the vibraphone not just an instrument for jazz improvisation or a caller in a symphony orchestra, but an independent instrument with its own audience and listeners. Majestic already helps me a lot to reach this goal and will help me a lot in the future.